Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. To say today's game has been highly anticipated is an understatement. Number one versus number two, and that's really all that needs to be said. As we'll see the number two team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number one team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Caught in the backfield, it's James. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Oh, it's loose. And the fumble will go out of bounds. They'll lose a few on that one. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression. They're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on.
They'll run it from the gun. Hard running there. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Just buried it. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. Georgia going up tempo. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll go back to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance when you got that 300-plus.
Oh, look out. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And they did tack on the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He breaks a tackle. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Fighting off the defender. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Once you get in this range in the football field, do you depend on your kicker? Do you go for it? I think on 4th down, I think you go for it. This is a long field goal, a lot harder attempt. I like the offense going for it here in this situation.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Breaks the tackle. Knocked down after a pickup of 6, and they're trying to impose their will in the red zone. Ball's at the 13.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
That is so impressive. Not only was it a great catch.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look, just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter.
Georgia 14, Oregon 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Scanning the field, it's Gabriel. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of you.
Intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Etienne. Still running at the 40. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Got enough space. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
This is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 4.
The expressway is wide open. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Georgia going up tempo. Looking for a man, it's back. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. Smashes through. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Etienne. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Off the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ferguson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, Dogs! The defense takes matters into their own hands. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Man, just go to the offense like, bro, we don't need to. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Back to pass, it's Gabriel. Got his man on the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Now the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Ducks will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Moving out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It'll be a draw. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Here comes the hurry up. To the air, it's Gabriel. Getting some heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. On third down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Johnson. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Oregon.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Wants to pass. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Time to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it.
And he muffed it. He barely ever had possession. You know, his eyes were coming down to see where the gunners were, where he was going to get hit, and he lost focus of the football, putting it on the ground.
Caught over the middle. It's Etienne. They'll immediately call timeout.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Back to throw, it's Beck. It's complete to the right. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Touchdown, Ducks! A great catch and run for 6.
What a great way to end the first half. It wasn't a perfect first half. A lot of mistakes, still trailing by a lot. But here's the deal. Now you put yourself in a position. Go make some things happen. Force some turnovers. Play good in the second half. Who knows what will happen?
They'll line up to go for 2. He wants to throw it. Looking to scramble. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. He's at the 40. The 20. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
Is no good. That keeps the score. Georgia 40, Oregon 26.
So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break.
The end of the first half. With the score, Georgia 40.
The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half.
Number 36, set to kick off.
Fair catch, called for and made. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down.
Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Still on his feet at the 45. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Makes the catch. It's Ferguson. Touchdown, Oregon! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. There's being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything.
And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out. It's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Trying to find his man on first down. And the quarterback is snowed under. Georgia comes quickly to the line. To the air, it's Beck. Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Fires left. Got his man downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Looking to throw on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing fit.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. It's complete on the right side. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Caught near the sideline, it's Ferguson. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run play action. Looking to scramble. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting first progression.
Fires to the big fella. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia 47, Oregon 32.
And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's low. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The inside handoff. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The handoff as they run the counter play here. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. With the run on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding first and goal. What do most people do on first and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, bro, not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And they'll try to fight a chunk out of this lead on third and goal. Wants to throw. It's Gabriel. Unleashes to the end zone. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about
touchdown Bulldogs? And the stomping has commenced.
Soft interwound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And he added the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind.
Trying to get behind the defense. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Quarterback extends the play. And it's picked off for the third time today. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.